Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is kind of part of my jungle. It's also like part of the kitchen, so you just ignore that. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. So today I wanted to give you a bit of an update on some of my propagations from recent purchases and my giant esqueleto that I chopped. It's gonna need to stay in water, but I just wanted to show it to you. And mostly my Monstera Aurea is like the focus today. One of them anyway, my older one that I imported with Aroid Asia. It's been sitting in water for a while and it's got lots of roots, so I think it's ready to be upgraded to a mossy perlite mix. I have my stuff pre-mixed and moistened here. Literally all I do is just soak some moss, break it up, and then I will rinse some perlite and mix it in here like a little salad. So this is my preferred propagation method. With most of my plants, I tend to just throw them in water. It depends, but usually I'm pretty lazy, so I just throw them in water for a couple of weeks. These have been in here for longer than that, obviously, and they're ready to come out. But from there, I usually move them over to moss perlite so they can continue to grow some nice strong roots before I transplant them to soil. So pretty much just need to get in here and see what's going on with a lot of these plants. I know that the Aurea for sure is ready to be moved out of the water, but I've got one of my my little button keeps coming off. Stop it. I like glue it on. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, this is one of my mats by Cat, and I love it. This is the black one. I think it's like Galaxy maybe, but it's got the sparkles in it. This is the larger one because my other iridescent one over here still has some plants in it that are going to be listed up on my website by the end of this week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. If you follow me on Instagram, I usually post up there when I've updated. Okay, or I could just throw everything on the floor. I usually post over there when I've updated the shop to my story. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely should if you want to keep up with all the things. That is where I'm the most active. I'm on there every day. So I tried Facebook and it just like really wasn't working out for me. I need to log in though, because like there's still people trying to join the group. Just picking up all my things that fell. So yeah, let's do the Aurea. I'm just gonna take everything out of here and see what we have going on. So I do have this variegated Adansonii that I also imported at the same time as the Aurea, and it just has literally only given me this one little teeny tiny root. I can't tell if these are new or not, and it's given me these teeny tiny not variegated leaves. So that's unfortunate. I mean, this one looks like it has different shades of green, but it's supposed to be an Aurea one, like the yellow variegated one. It wasn't cheap and it doesn't look good, but hopefully we can bring it back. I'm thinking that I might put it in to a mossy perlite mix since it's not really doing anything in water, that maybe it'll do better in there. And I should just take off these dead roots, these rotting roots. I don't even know, are these like healthy roots coming off of it though? All right, I might have to hit that one with some hydrogen peroxide before I feel comfortable doing anything. And then you guys would have seen that I recently picked up this Monstera Oreo mid cut that already has a really long aerial root, so I was thinking that I would put it in the same container, maybe, possibly, potentially, as the bigger one that we imported. So this one came with all just like dead import roots. Now you can see all of those roots that it developed in water. Some of them are kind of dry because the water was getting low. I am gonna give this a quick little rinse at the sink. Look at it, it's beautiful. It's doing well, surprisingly, still in water. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a quick little rinse, and then I'm gonna put it into a container, some mossy perlite. And then I wanted to show this to you guys. I just cut it a few days ago, so it's not at all rooted. It's definitely like working on this little nubby here. But look at this Monstera Esqueleto top cutting that I took. I need to figure out a way to straighten it out a little. But look at these leaves. Aren't they beautiful? So, and it's working on another one that'll hopefully do okay, even though I cut it. So I am gonna leave this one in water, and hopefully in a couple weeks we'll have some roots that we can move over to, I don't know, maybe pot it just back up into like the main plant, because she just like grew this long tendril like crazy. So I do actually have, if you missed my live stream, a handful of Esqueleto nodes that I'm going to be posting up on the website, because somebody already bought the only mid cutting that I did have, because the top cut I'm saving for myself to put back into the mother plant just to grow a larger plant. So these are like the nicest leaves to come out so far in my care. So there is that. I also have a little Thai Con in here that I need to address. There's a Periso Verde in here that I need to address. A really sad Monstera mint cutting. This leaf looks okay, but the new one came in really wonky. And then I do have this little pink princess cutting as well. So I think most of these are probably rooted. Whoa, yeah, they're pretty rooted. So we're gonna need to take care of those as well. And then I don't think this one's rooted yet, but I do also have a fresh cut of a Monstera Albo. All of these, the Thai Con, the Albo, and this little aurea, all, oh, this one's getting curly. They all came from Black Cat Gardener Shop on Instagram. So this one still hasn't done anything in water. So it's been in there for a couple weeks. I might move it over to moss and perlite. I have it in there with like some pothos cuttings. So I have the Manjula in here as well, and that has been rooting, and I've put them in there at the same time. Pothos are supposed to give off like rooting hormone that help root other plants. So like if you're ever water propagating, like I always recommend throwing a pothos cutting in there for good measure. Have some Hoya Matilde in there as well, but this one hasn't done anything, so I'm not sure. It's really pretty when it's not curly. So I think that maybe that one needs something different. I don't know. I have some rooting hormone. I can put some rooting hormone on it and try it in moss and perlite and see what happens. But let's do this aurea. I'm gonna rinse it off. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put it in here because this is what I'm gonna like eventually pot it into. I feel like this is a good size. And then I can put this one in here with it. There'll be plenty of room for both of them, and it'll just look like it's one whole plant. So I'm just gonna take my mossy perlite mix and put some of it in here. I can leave these linked for you on Amazon. It can be really hard to find like taller container. I'm sorry guys, I'm tired, so I'm like having a hard time speaking today for some reason. I have nowhere to put this, but I've been putting this off since I got home from Tennessee, and I really just wanted to get it done because some of these roots were starting to die back and they're newer roots, so I didn't want to leave them in the water any longer. This was not a cheap plant, even though I did get it for way less than you would here in the States for this size. I am just really determined to have this do well for me, so I'm being very, very careful and cautious with what I'm doing here. I want them all to face the same way, even though it's two different plants. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. The leaf can always turn around. I should put a moss pole in the middle, but I don't think I have any right now. So I'm gonna need to order some just to give it something to climb on. I'm only gonna ideally have it in here for, you know, a handful of weeks. I like the clear containers because I can see the roots, and once I see the roots starting to fill up this container, then I will literally just swap out this moss and perlite mix for some chunky soil in this same little container here. So it should be totally fine. I am going to leave this still in the bedroom and not in the greenhouse so that I can keep a closer eye on it. And once it gets repotted into soil, then I will most likely move it up into the greenhouse. It's just really surprisingly been doing well in my bedroom. I mean, it is summertime, so it's warmer and more humid. But if I could acclimate it to like my regular like home humidity, that would be super. I think that's enough. I don't want to bury it too deep, but deep enough that it's stable. And that is my Monstera Aurea. I put the other one on this side so it looks like a nice full plant. I mean, that is the goal. That's why I bought this second one. Honestly, I paid the same price for this one here, shipped from Florida, this little mid-cut, that I did for this massive top that wasn't supposed to be a cutting, but it's an import, so it ended up being a cutting that I had to reroot. So, you know, there's definitely something to be said for that. But I think the prices are going to be coming down on this. This was literally like my dream plant this year, so when I saw it for sale at Aroid Asia, I knew I had to snag it, and I'm so glad that it's been doing well for me, and I really hope that it continues to do well for me. I am gonna give this a nice good spray down with some Captain Jacks. It's kind of just something that I like to do after I've repotted a plant. I have some fertilizer and stuff coming in the mail today from Amazon, so I'll definitely be going around and taking care of all of the plants soon. So I'm just gonna leave this right here for now, and I think, what are we gonna do next? Let's see what this little Thai Con baby is looking like in here. Oh wow, these roots are all tangled up in each other. So I have a little mint monstera that looks like it has spider mites, which could be the reason why it looks so sad. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, we're gonna put that over there. That's fine. It's kind of just part of being a plant parent. Hopefully they don't all have it, but I'm gonna give them all a nice spray with Captain Jacks. This is just a little baby pink princess cutting that I'll probably move over to moss. It's tiny. You can see this leaf got damaged, but it is giving me a really nice little half moon in there, which is kind of what I anticipated and why I even bought this little baby in the first place. But if you guys saw what I found at Home Depot yesterday, which is actually earlier today, but you're not going to see this until tomorrow, I'm still shook that I found that, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Like, I'm excited, but I was just like panicking in the store for no reason. Cute little baby pink princess that I'm probably just gonna throw into one of these cups that I'm reusing from Curly Girl Cuttings. I'm gonna need to mix up more moss. I wasn't thinking that I was gonna need this much, but I guess the aurea did use quite a bit. So I'm just gonna shove this in here like that, and it should root up fine. I'll probably throw it into a prop box and like up into the greenhouse. So I do have beneficial mites, but I only keep them in my greenhouse and in my Hoya cabinet here because they do prefer higher humidity to survive, and I can keep them more contained that way. Get rid of this. It's very hard to keep them where you want them, like just in your general home. So I only use the Captain Jacks on plants that are not going in the cabinet or in the greenhouse because I don't want to kill my beneficial bugs, and I really swear by them. I'll see the remnants of like spider mites, but I don't find any spider mites because the predatory mites are on top of it. So I replenish those like every 6 to 8 weeks or so, and it's been working out for me. I'm definitely not mad about that. If you guys want to check it out, I get all of my stuff from Nature's Good Guys. I don't have like any discount code or anything for you, but the prices aren't bad. So this is the Periso Verde. Has really, really great roots, and I'm not seeing any signs of pests on here at all, which is good. I'm still gonna clean them all up anyway, but I am gonna do the same thing with this. Honestly, I could probably just pot this regular. Maybe I should pot it up with my other Periso that's just gone leggy and crazy. This is a lot of root though. Like that's not a bad thing. And so is this Thai Con. Like most of those roots were actually the Thai Con, surprisingly. They look a little bit dirty. Some of them are a little mushy, but there's lots of new root here coming off of this kind of dirty root. So this actually can get potted up, and I'm gonna need another one of those containers for it probably. This is so stinking cute. This is another Thai Con baby that I picked up from Black Hat Gardener Shop. She has really good stuff, you guys. Okay, I think that I might put this into like just like a little cup, kind of smaller one. It doesn't need a big one. And see how it does. Keep an eye on it. See if it does any better in here than it's, because it's done nothing in water. See if the leaf will perk up a little bit. And I can keep you guys updated, let you know how it goes. Monstera Elbow were pretty easy to root. This guy's just taking a sweet time. So Monstera Elbow, put you over there. And what are we gonna do with this Thai Con? It's crazy girl. It's definitely ready for soil. There's no need to keep propagating this. Let me see if I have another one of these pots, because I put that in there when I might have needed to put that in there. I might have to use just like a regular cup. It's just like a lot of root. Yeah, that could work though. I think I have a bigger one. No, that's the same. It's literally the same exact cup. Let me see what I have. I have more. I didn't think I did for some reason, but I do. So I'm gonna put this aside. There's not a lot left. And the Spider Mighty plant over here. I just gotta mix up some soil. This was a little unexpected. It's got good roots though, so there's no point in waiting. I have another Thai Con up in the greenhouse that needs to be repotted desperately. Maybe I should be repotting them together. Suddenly I don't want to do this anymore. Can you tell? Yeah, I have another small one up there. What do I do? I don't know. Should I go get it and repot it along with this one and put them together? I think I'm gonna just keep them separate because I kind of like knowing that I got them from 2 different places. So we'll just keep them separate for now, and when they get bigger, eventually we'll put them together, because I also just don't feel like climbing up the ladder to go into the greenhouse right now. I gotta get up there tomorrow to water everything when my fertilizer gets here, unless it gets here soon. But you never know with Amazon. They're like, anytime between like 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. your package will be delivered. And it's already almost 3 o'clock and your girl's running out of spoons because I went plant shopping this morning and it's really, really hot out. And that really just drains me. So, but I really, really wanted to get this done today, especially the aurea. I've definitely been putting that off. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me while I get things done, and hopefully you're getting some stuff done too. And I'll usually turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm not really doing anything super exciting. I'm just mixing up my soil. If you're new here, I tend to use, I've been using this for years. This is the Espoma organic potting mix. I like it because it is organic and it has like good fungi in it, and it's like good microbial stuff for your soil. I did also put in a tiny little scoop of worm castings, which is just another organic gentle fertilizer that I like to mix into my soil. I have all of this linked down below for you guys on Amazon. I'm now putting in some of my orchid bark. It's orchid bark, perlite, and charcoal, which is really good for aeration. Highly recommend. Also, there's a rock in here apparently, which is fine, doesn't matter. You can also get this at Lowe's. They sell this at Lowe's, but if you can't find it, you can also get it on Amazon. And then my favorite, which I will leave linked in the comments for you guys, because I do have a discount code for this one. This is my Soul Soils Chunky Perlite, and I freaking love this stuff. They also have like every other type of amendment you could possibly need, and they sell leca if you need leca, all of that good stuff. They sell pre-made, like pre-mixed soil if you don't want to mix your own soil. So cannot recommend them enough. I mean, they take chunky perlite to like a whole new meaning. I do tend to kind of squeeze it a little and then put it in there, but it is so hard to find coarse perlite for a good price. This bag surprisingly lasts a long time too, so definitely go and check them out. You can use my code and get, I think it's 10% off. So it's less dusty too than regular perlite because it's in bigger chunks. So I'm just gonna give this a quick little rinse just to get off any like dead bits and clean it a little bit. Some of these roots need to come off. And then we're gonna repot it. Okay, all clean. So now I'm just gonna, now that my hand is wet, that's fine. I gotta mix this soil up a little bit. I actually don't think I have enough here. That's fine. I'm gonna put a layer in the bottom. Your girl did not mix enough soil. And I'm just gonna toss this in here like this. And I'm gonna fill it in. And that's really it for like what I wanted to get done today. So I'm not mad about it. I also need to repot those pink princesses, those marble pink princesses that I bought yesterday. If you missed it, spoiled it for you. But your girl is still shooketh. I literally didn't buy them yesterday. I bought them this morning. But it was quite the exciting find, and I'm glad that I can share it with you guys. So definitely make sure, like I said, that you're following. I need more soil. They're following me on Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to repot them, because I've got a ton of stuff here that I'm gonna list up by the end of the week, probably Friday, when I can get stuff out on Monday. I'm running low on all of my stuff here. I guess that means we'll have to go to Paul's and Sandy's. Oh no. Gotta go get some more potting supplies and not more plants. I don't even know if they got anything new in, but we should definitely go and check that out this week. Maybe I'll go tomorrow, which would be today for you guys. So confusing. This is what happens when you film more than one video in a day, in case you were wondering. So I'm just gonna keep on filling this up with soil here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go get more dirt. I don't think I have enough to do the rest. It's a good excuse to stop. But look at how cute it is. Oh, little baby Thai Con. I really love Monstera, in case you didn't pick up on that in this video. We've got the elbow, we've got the Thai, and we've got the aurea. I mean, clearly I'm trying to do something here with these. Now I just need like all the minty ones and all the sport variegated ones that are way out of my price range. So that is it for this video. I am gonna pot up this Periso Verde, but you guys don't need to see that. I am really grateful for you guys for being here and hanging out with me. If you enjoyed it, you should give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There is a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Get yourself some perks like early access to my plants, which is why the cutting that I did have of the Espoleto already sold to a plant fam member. That just kind of happens. So if you're interested in that, definitely come and check it out. Plus it's a pretty great community of people. I'm not mad about it. And if not, there's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me. Everything is appreciated. You guys know that I can't do this without you. I love you. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. If you had to pick one of the three, I want to know which one is your favorite. The Monstera Albo, the Thai Con, or the Oreo. Which one would you choose if you could only pick one? I'm thinking that I might give you guys a updated houseplant tour soon, because I have been doing a lot of rearranging and there's a lot of exciting new growth happening in here. At the very least, I'm going to give you like a new growth tour and highlight the plants that are growing, because doing a full tour is time consuming. There's a lot of plants in here. But I have been shuffling things around quite a bit and I am pleased with how everything is looking, especially in the bedroom. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below and I will definitely get that filmed for you guys. So I'm gonna go I love you. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.